Hi everybody, thanks for pressing play on the video today. It's Caroline here from craftycarolinecreates.com. Today's project is a very simple but what I think is actually a really elegant and very professional looking gift box. It's fastened in this case with a belly band which just slides off, and then the box just opens up like this, and it's just a really nice, very simple to make but very professional looking gift box. It's a really useful, decent size. I thought it would be perfect for sort of gifting jewellery or anything like that really. It's 3.5 inches square by a good inch deep. So it's just, I think, a really nice gift box. It's useful to make. So let's get on and I'll show you how I made it. This one is real red. Thought we would make a contrasting colour today, so we're going to do Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to start with a piece of cardstock that measures 10 inches by 8 inches. Bring in my Simply Scored, there it comes, and we are going to score this firstly with the 10-inch side at the top at 2 inches, 2 inches, 3¼ inches, 6 3/4 of an inch, and at 8 inches. Okay, turn it round and we are going to score it at 1 inch, 2¼ inches, 5 3/4 of an inch, and at 7 inches. Okay, very simple and straightforward there to begin with. Let's go Simply Scored away, and we are going to score, fold and burnish all of those score lines. It is worth doing this. This is what gives you that really nice professional finish, I think, when the box is made up. Okay. I love Bermuda Bay. It's just such a bright, summery colour. I don't think you can look at it and feel sad. It does make me want to go on holiday. I'm not sure. I've not been to Bermuda. I don't know if this is representative of the watercolour, but it does make me think of tropical holidays. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Now I've done all my scoring and burnishing, and we will start to make up our box. So these two are going to be flaps that fold in, and then we're going to have 2 smaller ones here. So we need to do some cutting. I can find my scissors. Here they are. So we're going to start by cutting up here and up here, and then we're going to cut off this square here and this square here. So it's kind of as if we were making a reinforced box. We're cutting off that L-shaped section from each corner. So let's do that up here as well. Okay, turn it round again and let's cut up here. Go, oh, and last one there. Okay, and last corner. So straight up to begin with. I think it's easier sometimes to go straight up than both, and then chop off the sections that you don't need. I thought I did it wrong for a second there, but I haven't. Momentarily panicked, but it is right. So that's the sort of neck you're going to end up with. Just going to wedge, notch, whatever you call it, these little tabs. Just makes it easier to build it up. Okay. Right, we're cracking on now. Corner rounder, and we are going to not drop it. We're going to just round off all of the corners on those larger flaps. This one there. Not being very methodical here, am I? Okay. And here. and there. Okay. Okay, now to fold this up, we're going to use some strong adhesive like Fuse, if I can find it. Here we go. And we are going to put that on these 4 flaps that we cut into that wedgie shape. Still, after all these years, I haven't quite mastered Fuse. I always forget to flick when I'm doing it on camera. Flick, there we go. And then last one, flick, got it. Okay, and we're just going to then fold that up like this, stick those corners down. So it is really like making, a bit like making a reinforced box actually, isn't it? Now I'm doing it on camera. So there we can see that is our box itself made, and you can pop whatever you need to pop in there. Those 2 just bits fold in, and then our bits flat fold over and they overlap slightly. As I said, I have sealed it with a belly band, and to do that I've just taken a strip, this is just the length of a piece of A4 of Whisper White cardstock, and some scrap paper, and I've decorated it using an old favourite stamp set, which is Petite Petals, which is one of the bargain stamp sets in the catalogue. When this came out a few years ago, it was incredibly popular, and I'm using this sort of, don't know what you'd call it, this flower here, can't think of a word to describe it. And I'm going to use matching Bermuda Bay ink. So this is a great project. It doesn't use a lot of materials, you know, 1 stamp set, some cardstock and 1 ink, and you can create a really beautiful box. So it would be great for beginners or experienced stampers that are looking for, you know, a quick but effective project. And I'm just, as you know me, randomly stamping all over that piece of Whisper White with my Bermuda Bay flower. Okay, there we go. Anywhere, maybe 1 there. Yeah, I think that looks okay. While I've got my ink out, I'm also going to stamp, ooh, knock my light over, 1 other flower, which is just this one that I've stuck on top, because this set does come with a matching punch. And I'm also going to use the Thoughtful Banners stamp set, which you've seen me use a lot, a really useful sentiment set. And I'm firstly, again, all in Bermuda Bay, going to stamp the frame. There we go. And in the middle of that, I'm going to use, I've already mounted the word celebrate, but there's so many different words you can use from this set. And because it's photopolymer, really easy to line up, she says, but I do have a camera in the way, so do forgive me if I don't get it perfect. Stamp that down. I knew I wouldn't get it perfect. Let me try that again. Stamped it a bit too low, so let's do another frame. There we go. And then our sentiment. Oh, sorry if my head gets in the way. Is that a bit better? It's a little bit better, still a little bit low, but when you don't have a camera in the way between you and what you're stamping, it is easier. Okay, so matching little petite flower punch will just allow me to punch out that flower. Okay, and I forgot to get it out, so let me grab it. There is also a punch that matches, here it is. This is the matches the frame. I can't remember what this is called, but I put it on my blog if you want to purchase it, which matches that frame that I also stamped. So let's just put those to side for one moment, and we'll just finish off making our beautiful belly band. I just like to pinch, to be honest, so kind of line it up in the middle and then just wrap it round like that. The lines up on the other side, and just give it a pinch where it crosses over. Oh, I did a bit more closer stamping on this one. This one's a bit more spread out, isn't it? A bit more sporadic. So fold those lines over. Let me know what you prefer. I think, do I prefer a bit more intensive stamping? I'm just going to bone folder to reinforce those little pinch marks that I made. Okay. Last one there, and then that will wrap round nicely. Now I'm going to put the join at the back this time, because we're not really putting a huge amount at the front, so I don't want to I don't want to be able to see the join, and just to give me the flexibility we're going to put it at the back. But what I'm going to do first is just trim off a little bit of this so we don't have too much overlap. And then a bit of fuse or snail or something on the back of here, on the bottom of here. There we go. Line that up there, and this then folds over nicely. Oh, pull that into position, and that's our belly band, which should hopefully slide on relatively easily. I'm going to just add a little bit of ribbon to give a little bit of extra embellishment. This I am going to join up under my sentiment. Here we go. Oh, little glue dot on the end of the ribbon. This is this stitched ribbon, beautiful stitched ribbon, again in matching Bermuda Bay, and I'm just going to start that in the centre, wrap that round my box and trim it just exactly where I need it to be, which is there. And another glue dot on the back of there. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, then we're going to pop up this sentiment using dimensionals, which I've also forgotten to get out. Not very well prepared today, Caroline, are you? No, can't find my dimensionals. So let's use glue dots, doesn't really matter. The dimensionals would just pop it up a little bit more. Keep looking for them. Found some scrap, so we can use those in a minute. So I'm just going to pop that on in the centre over my join of my ribbon. Okay, and then I can use a little offcut, nothing gets wasted, so the edge of dimensional can go on the back of my flower. And I'm just going to pop that above the sentiment like that. Just add that little bit of extra, and there we go. Two very lovely, very professional, I think, looking gift boxes. I think it needs a bit more stamping on the belly band. I think I prefer this one a bit better, but let me know what you think if you give it a go. It's a really good, very straightforward but very impressive finished box, I think. Great if you are a beginner. If you would like to buy any of the products I've shown you today, don't hesitate to get in touch and I will be delighted to help. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.